Oh, well, good morning, folks. It is 20 to 7. The sun is just starting to kind of creep up. I walked down here to the lake. I started to get my bedding and everything already put away. I've been up for a little bit, about 30 minutes or so. Just kind of slowly getting stuff together. But I want to come down here to the lakeside because this is one of the reasons why I love this spot on this lake. It's just so beautiful in the morning. Check this out. It's just a perfect mirror. So awesome. I slept really well last night. Didn't get cold at all. It was rather pleasant, actually. It wasn't too warm. It was perfect, I'd have to say. Only issue I had was pretty good sized group of deer. There had to be about 6 or 7 of them. As they were running off and I unzipped the tent, came snooping around. But yeah, I kind of think I might have been in their bedding spot, in their bed down area, because the more I look around over here, it looks like there were some spots where they were bedding down where I have the bear hang, which that did not get disturbed. And all that buzzing noise has gone away, so hopefully with the chilly morning, if it was bees, they're calmed down. So, because I gotta walk through that section over there to get back out on trail, so we could go hit Mount Washington, and then after that we'll cruise down. And I mapped out this loop, and we'll be hitting the PCT, heading back south to catch back up with the Round Lake trailhead and head on back out to the van. All right, I'm gonna finish getting all the stuff packed up and get to cruising. All right, y'all. Catch you after a bit. Hi. You came to say good morning? Yeah. You're okay. You were one of the ones that woke me up last night, huh? You're all right. Well, that was pretty crazy. I was just sitting here folding up the tent, and I thought it was just a little pine cone fell out of the tree. She was sitting right behind me, about ready to come pick my pocket, I think. That was pretty cool. All right, back to chores. Snuck right on back around me. I didn't even notice. Time to get cruising. Quarter mile to the PCT. 2.25 to the A tree. I'm not sure what that is, but we're heading this direction. We're gonna get Mount Washington, 1.5 miles. We've been on trail for 23 minutes. And let me tell you, that was a steep climb right out the gate first thing this morning. But that's all right. All right, let's get Mount Washington. Ended up just walking through that super dense fir forest right through here. Honestly, it's a little bit spooky. Mainly just because you can't really see anything, so you're trying to look through there, make sure there's no critters that are hanging out. It's opening up now though. We're about a 1/4 mile or so from the peak now, so yeah, we'll see you there. Thanks again everybody for tuning in and watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Not quite done yet. We're gonna hit Mount Washington and then we'll backtrack and catch up with the PCT, Pacific Crest Trail, and head south, I think I said earlier, and catch back up with the or tie back into the Round Lake trailhead and venture on back to the van. I think this whole trip, once it's said and done, will be about 24.5, 25 miles. Right in that ballpark area. So pretty nice for just a quick little overnighter trip. It's been fun. I hope you've all enjoyed the scenery. Wade's Lake is just, I love that spot. It's such a beautiful place, and not very high traffic there, not frequented very often. Most people hit Jameson and Rocks, so as I said earlier, I believe. But yeah, appreciate you all. Give us a like and subscribe if you feel inclined. You don't have to. You could just tune in and watch every now and again if you like. I appreciate it either way. Alright, y'all, we'll get up here, check out these views, and continue on with this trek. See ya. Whew. Definitely breathing heavy. It's steep. It's about a 500-foot ascent straight up here for the end of this. But we're just about to hit the peak. It's right up here above us. And right through there you can see the trail kind of snakes up through there. All right, Mount Washington has been conquered. You're looking out there back behind me. That's Eureka Peak that we did in the last episode. And if I spin the camera around here, that directly in the middle of the screen is Mount Elwell, and that is where we were yesterday. I don't know, it's pretty hazy and kind of going back into the sun, but you can kind of see Rock Lake and Jameson Lake down in there, and then right down past these rocks that you can't see is Wade's, where we were camped out last night. And then if I kind of pan down over here to the left, that's Grass Lake down in there that we also passed by. That would have been like lake number 9, I think, or 10. And give you the 360 best I can here. It's a little bit tough to do that just because, I don't know how, yeah, you can kind of see there. It's not much wiggle room to be spinning around and looking out and getting the weeble wobbles, but awesome view. All right, I'm gonna grab some water, some snacks, message the wifey, and get to heading back down to the PCT trailhead junction. All right, y'all, we'll catch up with you in a little bit.
A few moments later.
All right, looks like we made it to the junction. That's back out where we came from. Okay, the A tree 2 miles north on the PCT, but we are gonna go south. But I'm gonna spin around this way. The PCT wanders off that direction, and we're in kind of the OHV area of the Gold Lake Basin area. There's the crest. We're heading south. And if I zoom in, got 2 more lakes down in here. The one on the left there, and one down there in that hole. That's Spencer Lakes. Well, it just cut off on just a small little spur. You can see some spots where the PCTers camp, or just folks in general, I guess. But great view right here. I'm going to show you guys. There's Elwell, where we were at yesterday. That's Rock Lake. Grass Lake in the distance, and right underneath us, straight across, is where we camped last night at Wade's Lake. We were camped out right there. And then we pan up, and over there's Mount Washington, where we were. And you can see the trail coming down through there that we cut across to get to the point we're at now. Alright folks, this is where we split off the PCT back onto the Round Lake Trail, Lakes Basin Trail, heading back towards the van. So with that, I think this is gonna be all she wrote on this trip. Here pretty shortly, within about 0.5, we will be back into territory that we've already all seen. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and say thank you all for watching. It was what a great trip. Oh, we got a little bit of some spring water coming out here, running down the trail. A bit mucky here. And that explains it. It's Little Jameson Springs up there, spilling down the mountain. I'm good on water though. I put electrolytes in the liter on my shoulder strap, and I still got a liter of water. And we'll be getting back to the Bear Lakes area. Plenty of water if I need it and whatnot. But yeah, what I was saying was thank you all. Appreciate you following along on these journeys, and I hope you enjoyed the views and the trek to conquer 2 more peaks in the Gold Lakes Basin area up here in Plumas National Forest. I think now at this point I have completed all the highest peaks in this area. Eureka Peak, Elwell, Mount Washington, and I've done the Sierra Buttes up to the fire lookout up there a handful of times over the years. I've even driven my Jeep all the way up to the very top. Well, to the gate where you have to get out and then do the rock scramble and walk up the catwalk, metal catwalk to the lookout. But anyway, folks, thank you so much. We'll catch you on the next one. Take care of yourselves. Oh, and by the way, I did start the community, Meandering Outdoors community, so any adventures you all get out on or just some short meanderings, whether it's in a state park, national forest, or just a beautiful city park that you like to take a walk and enjoy the views, feel free to share. Post some pictures, drop some comments, whatever you like. It's open to y'all. It's for the community. All right, everyone. Until the next time. And remember, the woods are for meandering. See ya.